Hello and greetings to everybody. This is the Trial and Error podcast. It is Monday. This is the second installment of the podcast that will be named at a later time. Isn't that right?
I think we'll stick with Trial and Error. It's a great name.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Sounds great.
You can find Trial and Error podcast at trialanderrorpodcast.com on Google Play, Spotify.
Now is that HTTP ://www dot?
Yeah, man. I don't
Try
know.
it.
No one does that.
Okay. That's how a website is named.
Yeah, but no one really does that anymore.
Sorry. All right.
What? Oh shit. Okay.
Okay.
Can you explain it?
Oh wait. Should we take a shot?
Yeah,
Let's take a shot first.
I'm confused. I'm flustered. We're gonna take a shot and then
All
we're gonna
right.
do 10 jumping jacks. All right.
Cheers.
There we go. Cheers. Yeah.
Ready? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right.
Yeah, that's right.
Alright, and why did we do that little exercise?
To get our blood circulating to our brains and mouths.
This podcast is called Trial and Error because we try things out and make errors.
We're boring.
And our producer has a lot of great advice for us. Sometimes he tells us when we're being boring and we don't listen. Sometimes we get caught up talking about things that mean a lot to us, but maybe we just don't know what the fuck we're talking about. And I think that's what happened in the prior part of this episode.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. I don't know. I can tell you right now about something that happened that I know a lot about. I had a dream last night, and I don't remember a lot about it, but the only thing I do remember is I had somehow arranged and trained and choreographed a chorus of mostly possums, but there were some other marsupials and there were rodents. I had trained these animals, and we were in like a large concert venue, and like not in a funny way, but like in a very serious, like meaningful way. I had taught them all how to sing Irreplaceable by Beyonce. And I performed that song with a bunch of possums and other marsupials and rodents.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I just had to get that off my chest. I mean, it's a crazy thing to think about all day.
I've been having reoccurring dreams lately too, but they involve large spider nests. And it's terrifying and I hate it.
What kind of spider nest?
I don't know, man, but it would be like, actually there was one recently where you, me, and my girlfriend were visiting some people at a house, and the house was massive. It was only like 4 bedrooms, but each bedroom was like 2,000 square feet. Like
That's
every
fucking
room
big,
was just
dude.
massive. It was really weird and disproportionate. Things are already a little awkward. They're a little weird, but then I start feeling really uncomfortable. And it's been the same with every time this has happened, where I'll start feeling something. Like I'll feel weird or uncomfortable.
Is that a fucking bear?
Oh, that's Nelly.
Oh. Okay. Yeah,
seems
that's
so
Nelly. Yeah,
disingenuous.
no, we got a dog in the studio now.
Okay. Anyways,
Not a bear.
all of a sudden there would be, like I'll feel something and I'll turn around and there's these massive spider nests, like a square foot, like 30 of them along the edge of the ceiling.
Like the white ones that are...
Some of them were white. Some of them were like purple with other colors. Like it can be anything. And
purple.
I'm just terrified that they're going to burst and there's going to be spiders everywhere.
Uh-huh.
Do you think that means I'm stressed?
Yeah, I don't know.
What
Yeah.
do you know?
I know that it's kind of weird that like I would get such a feeling of accomplishment and pride from teaching a bunch of possums how to sing and dance to Irreplaceable by Beyonce.
That is very bizarre.
I don't know what it means. I know that it made me very happy.
Do you think it feels like you're leading a team that
Maybe it might,
it has
because
something to do with
sometimes
you.
I feel like the team that I'm a leader of right now is just a bunch of marsupials.
Why are you saying marsupials like that?
Christopher Walken, he's terrified of marsupials. Wow.
For those
I
who
mean,
don't know,
shit, yeah.
and no one on this podcast has been exposed to it yet, but Dan is an expert at impressions.
That's not true at
We are-
all.
We are going to have you sing "You're Beautiful" sometime on this podcast.
Maybe. There's a few impressions. Christopher Walken is not one of them, but there's a few impressions that I am pretty good at.
Can you name them?
Well, James Blunt, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah, honestly, you have the best James Blunt impression that I've ever heard.
Yeah, that might be my claim to fame. I don't know, who's that guy from Death Cab for Cutie?
Benjamin Gibbard.
Yeah, the singer. I can do him kind of well.
Really?
A little bit.
I've never heard it.
I want to live where soul meets body.
I don't know. That's disrespectful.
Dude, it's I like it. It makes me laugh.
Don't disrespect them. Anyway, let's change the subject, man. So, I have my list of subjects in front of me that I've thought about for the last week
Yeah.
to talk about on this podcast. And there's one that I just felt very compelled to put down, even though I don't have a ton to say about it off bat, but I know you do. And I'm just gonna go ahead and say it.
What?
Soccer moms on Xanax.
Oh man.
I feel like this is a trigger point for you.
Yeah, I don't like them. All fucking pilled out and shit, driving their kids around, coming to my restaurant.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that. I mean, it is. Yeah. Soccer moms are necessary. Like, kids got to get to soccer somehow. I don't know. That's not the part that bothers me. But yeah, when they're all pilled out, man, that's no good. I feel like for almost all of my career, I've worked in a neighborhood where the like pilled out soccer moms, there's like a much higher population of them than other parts of the city. You can tell because they're always wearing big ass sunglasses and they're just like, they walk in the door and they step back. They're like, what the?
They forgot where they were going.
They're all like, yeah, they're just all fucked up. I don't know. I mean, they're annoying. They're not good at driving. They all have like giant SUVs and again are wearing those sunglasses and
Sometimes Range Rovers.
small SUVs then, I guess. I don't know. But
That's what I've seen.
I don't know. I mean, I don't have too much of an opinion. I haven't like researched them or anything, but I don't like them. I appreciate that their kids are playing soccer because I think that's a great sport. But other than that, man, yeah, that's just thumbs down for me.
Thumbs down to soccer moms on Xanax. You heard it here first.
But soccer moms off Xanax.
Soccer man on Xanax.
I almost
soccer
said
man.
soccer.
It's like some shitty
Soccer
Marvel
mams.
comic. Soccer mams.
Soccer mams. Yeah, that'd be a good reality TV show, I think.
Very, very polite women.
Soccer
Married
mams.
women playing soccer.
Soccer mams of Lake City. Yeah.
Soccer mams of Lake City.
Yeah, we had good soccer moms.
Did you?
Yeah, none of them were pilled out.
Yeah, I feel like that's the area where like the cool parents often live.
Yeah. It was good. It was affordable. It was diverse. Everybody was, just trying to do the best for their families. No time for pills.
You know one thing that soccer moms on Xanax love?
Preachers and sneakers.
Avocado toast.
Oh, dude. Yeah, everybody loves avocado toast, though. I mean,
Not me.
What?
it's, it's not bad.
I hate avocados.
Why?
I don't know. I like guacamole sometimes.
That's
but
like all avocados.
I know it's weird. It's like some people don't mind marinara sauce but hate tomatoes. I don't mind guacamole, but I fucking hate avocados.
It's really
It's
weird.
just like it's a weird texture thing. It's like there's the flavor is I don't know, man. It's just
You ever
not-
try with just like a little bit of salt?
Yeah,
A little salt and some nice Earl.
nice
Some Earl?
Earl.
Earl.
Like Earl Grey tea?
No,
What?
like Earl, like Olive Earl.
Oh, oil.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Earl.
Okay. I guess I misunderstood you.
No, I don't know. I mean, avocado toast is a weird thing because like avocados don't grow in America, and I think they're probably most popularly sold in America, and so like it's a huge supply thing where like so much is being spent on transportation in the form of money, but also like the cost of fossil fuels it takes to transport all that shit just so that Becky can have her fucking avocado toast.
Fuck you, Becky.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure if this is true at all. So I'm not going to say it's true, but I heard this shit that avocados are so in demand right now that it's almost like turning into a cartel type thing where there's like criminal gangs of avocados who are like trying to of
Criminal gangs of avocados.
Yeah, man, you
Dude,
know what
now I
I'm
fuck
talking
with avocados.
Yeah, man, they're fucked up.
That's what's up. Tell me more about these avocado gangs.
Dude, these avocado gangs, they run wild in like Central and South America, man. They're always coming at you trying to get your guac. It's pretty fucked up. Like
They're not after your guap. They're after your guap.
after your guac, bro.
They don't want money, bro. They want the other avocados.
No, man, but like it's just
Give us
there's
our friends back.
it's
You
like
killed
yeah,
our friends. We want their bodies.
it's a personal thing now. It's like the fucked up thing is once you kill an avocado, like you have like less than 24 hours before it starts turning brown, you know? And they're not trying to let their friends go out like that. Gotta have a proper burial.
Not trying to let their friends go out like a bitch.
That's right. You gotta go out on a piece of avocado toast. It's the
That's
way
like,
to do it.
dude, that's like the most high-end funeral as far as avocados are concerned. Like on a piece of toast with some lox and some like pickled red onion. They're like, that's how we want our friends to go out. We're not gonna let them go out like some bitch in a smoothie. Like our friends are about to go out on a piece of toast
Yeah.
to some Instagram influencer.
Some fucking pilled out soccer mom.
Dude, it comes full circle, man.
I don't know. I don't like that shit.
That's a place where avocados, that's how they enter heaven is
Through a piece of toast.
a piece
Through,
of
through Becky's asshole
on
and
a-
down her toilet.
Jesus,
I
I wouldn't
mean-
even go that far.
What happens when you eat food, though? You know,
Fair enough. What else you got?
flushed up to heaven. I was recently checking out the Yelp page for my friend's restaurant, and it just opened recently, and boy, are they not doing so well. It is pretty fucking crazy. I think they've been open for like a month and a half. They're only at 2.5 stars. Like, it's pretty ridiculous. And I mean, one of the things you got to understand about Yelpers is that some of them are just like shitty people who like the only time they feel any sort of power is when they go and tear somebody down on the internet. So they get on Yelp and they complain about all these different things and they use the same keywords a lot of times, and you know, they're bad people. But man, that's gotta suck. It's gotta suck big time.
Can you guys tell me about your 2.5 star restaurant experiences?
Eating or working at?
Either or.
Jesus.
Shit, I don't know. I don't think I've ever worked at a 2.5 star restaurant.
All right, then eating at.
Well, I recently ate at a 2.5 star restaurant, although I think it was more like 3.5 or 4 at the time. And I had a lovely meal. I had, several things from the menu. I think I had a couple apps, couple entrees, had some nice wine, a nice cocktail, and it was fabulous. And
What else you got, Dan?
it was really good. I feel like though the vibe had changed a little bit.
Where else can we take this conversation?
You tell me. You seem to not want to talk about it.
You know,
What I'm trying to bring up here is how fucking crazy Yelp is. Because what I'm saying is I've been to a 2.5 star restaurant and I had a really nice time. Now we were the only people in the restaurant at the time, so that might have helped things. But yeah, I mean, what is the difference between a restaurant, how it actually performs, and the shit they're actually like, the perspective of the employees and the perspective of patrons who maybe didn't have a good time?
you know, one thing I can say about that is Mole Tacos are something I fell in love with in Hollywood. There's the farmer's market there, and there's just one stand in the farmer's market that sells mole chicken, and they have, I think, a C rating. As far as like California restaurant standards go, like that's almost unacceptable. But there's certain kind of places you go and see that, and it almost makes it feel more legitimate. I don't think that's how it works in Seattle, though.
No, and I mean, I don't know. A health code rating is different from a Yelp review, and a health code rating is each jurisdiction or whatever kind of has a different way that they do things and how they score it.
Because it's for your health.
But yeah, well, for your health. Yeah, it's also for your inconvenience of the people running the. I'm not going to get into it. Not going to get into it on this podcast, but yeah, a health code rating is more of like these are rules that they have to follow. Did they follow them or not? That's like kind of what that is. But a Yelp review is a direct response to a specific experience, and I'm just wondering how the view of the employee is different from the view of the patron. And I'm wondering if you could speak on that instead of bringing up the health card.
I can't.
Health
I
department.
don't give a fuck. Like, fuck Yelp, dude. No one takes Yelp seriously.
Well, why?
Because it's like...
Some of those reviews are really good. They're well written. They're valid. They're from people who
Look, there's
obviously spend a lot of time reviewing
every now
restaurants.
and then you get one thing that really hurts is when you get that very, very rare review that actually touches on something, where the person actually they're not just there to take out their anger on you, and they're not actually there to just like vent about what's going on in their life and channel that into their 45-minute experience at your restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Those hurt, but those are far and few between. Most of the time it's just like somebody like the kind of person that's compelled to, like, rather than say something to the manager or the server or the bartender, the type of person that's more compelled to go online after their experience and just say some shit and like talk shit and put people down, and even worse, mention someone's name. That's not the kind of person you take seriously.
I don't know, man.
No, fuck them.
I don't know. I mean, it is one thing to like not say anything to management or like talk to your waiter or whatever if you have a problem. Like if you don't say anything and then you go home and then just fucking bitch, it's like, yeah, I guess the problem was still there, but like you don't have to be so sneaky about it. Like you're just a vengeful person if you're just trying to like wait till you get home so you can tear them apart on Yelp. But there's generally...
That's what most of them are, and that's what most of them do.
I don't know.
It absolutely is.
Nah, I disagree.
I think for like I said, there are those few and far between that you read and it actually hits home, and you go, okay, you're like, what you are saying is 100% correct.
Right.
It makes sense, and you explained it in a thoughtful way that's not just you're not angry. You're being factual.
Right. And a lot of not a majority of bad reviews are like that, but a lot of them are. And you have to think about all the good reviews too. Like when somebody goes on Yelp, it's a lot less likely that they're going to go on and leave a good review than a bad review. So you do have to factor that in. But like, I mean, if you look at a place that's been open for 10 years, has thousands of reviews on Yelp, and they still have 4.5 stars, even after all of these fucking assholes who are just going in and like taking their problems out on the restaurant, blah, blah, blah. Like the population of Yelp reviewers, or actually I would say maybe individual Yelp reviews that are authentic, I think is a lot more than the ones that are not. But I think it's very easy to tell who's not. Like I said, if they're like, okay, I worked at this restaurant, we got a bad review one time, and the woman who wrote it was like, I've traveled the world. I understand different cuisines, and this was not Middle Eastern. And it's like, okay. Like, we never claimed it was Middle Eastern. That's an irrelevant point to the thing. You just wanted to get on Yelp, let people know that you've traveled the world and had a lot of great cuisines, and that this little neighborhood restaurant just couldn't live up to your travels and your experience. But it's easy to tell those ones.
Sure.
Have you ever Yelped?
I think I did one time in the past.
Was it good or bad?
It was good. I think it was a place in Portland that I went to, and I think I like just started using Yelp to like find out about different restaurants, and I think it was Paymaster Lounge, which is probably a close. It's one of my favorite dive bars in the world, and I think I just kind of felt like putting them on.
That's cool.
Like,
I mean, that's the thing, though. Like, it was obviously a great experience for you, and you felt so obliged to go online and write about it.
how about the picture that we have featured today?
Yeah, why don't you tell us about that?
All I gotta say is happy birthday, Busta Rhymes. It's a great photo of you.
Yeah.
Got that heavy back meat going on. Got it covered in tats.
Dude. I love some good back meat, man.
Showing off the meat.
Hell yeah.
That's all you can do sometimes, man.
Yeah, man. What else you got, dude?
I don't got shit, man.
You don't have shit?
I
got some shit
Okay.
coming up in a second.
You know what I think it is, man? Is it's like I'm about to say some shit that sounds like you and I just ran into each other in a coffee shop.
Fuck. Okay.
But it's been like, if you live in Seattle and you're listening to this, you understand, but it's been like 2 days of heavy sun and then 2 days of just pouring rain and just shitty weather.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm one of those people that I grew up in this. I like the cold, rainy weather. It makes me comfortable. But this whole thing of like going back and forth and in between.
It's
just
weird.
Like today I woke up at I think 11:30, which is very late for me.
Yeah.
My girlfriend looks at me and goes, "I've looked at everything on Reddit already. Let's wake up." I'm like, Jesus, okay. Like I didn't realize I slept in that much. And the whole day, all I've wanted to do is just like lay on my couch and just listen to the rain.
Dude, yeah. I mean, I woke up this morning and had my window open and I can hear the rain and there's a cold breeze going over me and it's really nice. And this is kind of like what it should be like around this time of year. But yeah, it was like a week or two ago. We had record high temperatures here in Seattle and every year there's some different record that's getting broken and it's all really weird. We had like crazy snow back in February. Like,
That was fun.
it was fun, but it kind of makes you wonder what it's all about, dude.
So what do you got? You said you have something and you made a bunch of noise.
Yeah, man, I made a bunch of noise. What is your favorite meal of the day?
My favorite meal of the day is when I get home from a long day of work at like midnight, and it doesn't matter what it is. It's usually like something not that healthy. Like sometimes it's a frozen pizza. Just getting home, taking off my work clothes, laying on the couch, and just like gorging myself in whatever it is.
So
It's amazing.
binge eating is
Binge
your
eating.
That's
late
your
at
favorite.
night,
Yeah.
that's my favorite thing.
Yeah.
Because I usually eat at like noon or 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then I don't eat the rest of the day, so it's been like 9 hours. And
Yeah.
then I just get home, fucking fill myself up with food and pass out.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I feel that. I like to binge eat as well.
I know you do. You look like it.
Yeah, you fucking look like it too, big boy.
No, I don't. I look good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Move that picture out of the frame then.
Yeah.
Let everybody on Instagram see
You want to see? You want to see?
Yeah,
it
show
over
that
here?
belly. Yeah.
Yes.
There you go, buddy.
Yeah.
All right.
Why don't you show yours? Stop hiding behind that desk. Lift your shirt.
Here it is.
Lift your shirt.
You lift your shirt. I don't know. I don't want to see it.
Look at that.
I don't want to see it. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like, everything we're doing right now is, like, suited for Instagram Live where you can
Our
see
producer
us.
just gave us the like can't hear it thing.
Yeah, or no, it's like they can only hear you.
Let's
Can't
gonna-
see. Yeah. Connor's putting the microphone up to his belly. We're going to have to burn that microphone after the show.
Sounds like a 2-week vacation filled with daiquiris and sunshine.
Man, let's play a fucking game. This is not doing it for me. Let's play a game.
What's the game, Dan?
I don't know how to pronounce it, but like, you know, when you go to the psychiatrist or the psychologist, I'm not sure which one it is, but one of the brain doctors, and they're like, look at these ink blots. Tell us what you see.
Yeah.
We're playing that game.
Okay. This is exciting.
Yeah. And the cool thing is that it's a game for us, but for other people, it's like a very serious thing. So we should enjoy this.
All right.
All right. So, Jesus, what do you see?
I see man, it almost looks like a male lion with 2 birds. Bird on each side.
What the fuck? That's exactly what I was gonna say. It's like 2 little sparrows on the side and like some lions in the middle, and then I was gonna say two pork chop or little like lamb chops at the bottom. Damn.
we agree.
Okay, we
Male
agree.
lions, sparrows, and pork chops.
Yeah,
All right.
lamb chops. Yeah,
What's next?
All right. So are people going to be able to find this on?
yeah. I mean, yeah. Okay, that kind of goes back to what we were saying about the whole like you can only hear us thing. If you want to like see what we're talking about, these images will be provided along with
Dude, we're doing-
the
let's-
episode
hold
on the
on.
website.
We're doing such a bad job. Let's take another shot.
I can't, man.
Why?
I'm about to burst. If I'm being
Burst
honest,
with what?
urine.
Jesus.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
listen, people.
we
Listen. Shut the fuck up.
yeah. Talk
Listen,
talk
we-
for about 45 seconds, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go do your thing.
Hey, what's that?
Oh God, he's about to go outside. First time in.
Talked about it.
Dan is This is the first time in the history of the Trial and Error podcast that someone has.
I did it last week too.
Oh wow. Okay, so it's not the first time in the history of the podcast that somebody has gone outside to urinate.
Seems to be recurring.
It's a reoccurring thing for Dan, not for me. And you know why? That's because I'm able to hold it. Not just as far as urination goes, but as far as I have more discipline. Dan is not a disciplined man. He's a person that works off instinct. And sometimes his instincts lead him into weird or maybe awkward places. He's a great guy to be friends with. And listen, me and Dan have been friends since 2nd grade. We go way back, but this person has taught me a lot of lessons. You know, sometimes the lessons best taught are those where you're in a situation, you find yourself surrounded by a place or certain people or just an overall vibe that surrounds everything around you. And you go, I don't know that this is a place I want to be right now or ever again. And that helps you grow as a person. That helps you develop. That helps you create goals. We talked earlier in the podcast about living outside your comfort zone and how that helps you develop as a person. That gives you a better idea of where you should be, because at that moment, you're not where you want to be. One thing I can say about Dan, and him being my best friend and someone I've spent most of my life with, he's one of those people that will put you outside of your comfort zone in that way, where you'll be in a situation with him and go, this is not where I should be. And for that, I want to thank him. You've really, Dan, taught me to be a better person through your mistakes. And don't get me wrong, Dan is, and I mean this as no joke, he's one of the most intelligent people I've ever met in my life. He's very driven. He's very smart. He's very logical. He outplays me in so many social situations. And it always surprises me. I've known this guy since second grade, and yet day to... Hey, what's good, dude? What's up, dude?
What's up, everybody? Yeah, let's do some shots, man.
Yeah. Do you have a good bathroom sesh?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. You know, I think out of anybody watching this podcast, Gabby probably has the best viewing experience because she gets to hear it, watch it, and then when I go to the bathroom in the middle of the podcast, I get to go say hi. That's pretty nice.
That is really nice.
So what'd I miss?
Oh, not much. Aaron and I were just kind of talking about some of the like more technical dynamics of the microphones and the website and the logo that's on the TV, which I created, by the way.
So we've killed the internet, and also social media.
Cheers. Let's pick this thing up.
I'll be more specific in a second. trialanderrorpodcast.com, Google Play, Spotify, and Instagram. And if you guys have any ideas for topics that you want us to talk about, if you have any responses to anything we say, please DM us on Instagram, man. If it's a little bit too boring for you, let us know. Tell us what to talk about. This is a learning experience, and we want your feedback.
Yeah.
Comment on the website.
You absolutely can comment on the website, Aaron. That is a great question. You can do that. When you're watching an episode, just comment on that episode.
Can I subscribe on my preferred
And you know what?
podcast provider?
You can subscribe on your preferred podcast provider, whether that's Google Play or Spotify.
Will I get push notifications?
If you allow push notifications, you will get them. But you don't have to allow. That is not. I personally don't allow push notifications on anything.
Wow. I wake up most mornings with like 30 notifications.
That's fucking annoying.
It is kind of annoying, but it's
That's
also-
worse than okay. That is worse than being in a group text about something that you were not passionate about.
Yeah, that shit sucks.
I did fantasy football like a season or two ago with a bunch of people I worked with, and I was like, "Yeah, okay, guys, I'll bet $10 and probably won't come in last, so it'll just be like a fun thing." But I was part of the group text, and I would wake up every like Sunday morning with like 40 text messages, and I would wake up to them coming in. I was like, every day I woke up with like the sheer horror that I was late to work and that like something fucked up was happening, but it was really just football talk,
Yeah.
stuff I didn't care about.
I just want you to know I really think you need to listen back to the time you were in the bathroom. I think you're really going to like what we were talking about. We've got some great ideas.
I heard you throw it back to what you were talking about earlier, like developing yourself.
Oh, were you listening in the bathroom?
Yeah, just for a little bit,
Oh, cool.
obviously.
Yeah, that's awesome. Great. So then, yeah. Cool.
It was kind of boring though, so I stopped.
Oh, okay.
You guys should get like a second host or something.
So, do we want to go back to what we were doing? I was kind of
Yes.
interested in that. I thought it was actually really funny that you and I saw the exact
No,
same
I
thing.
was not expecting that.
Yeah.
This is going to be a weird thing for our friendship, I think, just because we might figure out that we have more in common than we thought we did.
You know, I hope not.
Whoa.
And you'll hear more about that when you listen back to what I said. I basically said that I've learned a lot from your mistakes.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Glad I could help.
Wow.
I think-
What is this?
I think what we should be doing is we should have like 10 seconds to answer what we think these are, or maybe even less. Or
Isn't that
no,
how it
no.
works in a lab?
I don't. We were talking about this. We have no idea how it works. But how about this? After 5 seconds, Aaron, if you like snap or some shit, or like do something that's not audible, we'll say what it is at the same time. What do you think that is, man? I think it's an old man with a backpack and a dress.
You can't say it before I say it, because then what you say just goes in my head. Let's bring up a new one. This one's.
That's what I'm trying to say. How do we?
All right.
Are we gonna write down what we think it is?
We'll just think it and then we'll say it at the same time.
You got yours? All right, this is taking too long.
I got it.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Roast
Uterus.
turkey. All right. So we got uterus and roast turkey. I mean, I kind of get what you're saying, but I'm not an expert on this, but it looks like that would be, if anything, an upside down uterus, maybe.
Nah.
But it definitely looks like
Waterfall.
roast turkey.
Ooh.
Ooh, this is okay.
I know.
3, 2, 1.
Deformed
Slow motion
stingray.
freeze frame thing of like a woman dunking.
Oh. I see that. I was gonna say a deformed stingray. But
Deformed stingray. Oh, okay. But yeah, it doesn't
I
look
see the
like
woman dunking.
yeah.
No, cheerleading. Those are pom poms. That's not a basketball.
She's fucking dunking, dude. And one.
Good for you. Don't get an end one off a dunk usually. Unless
If you get fouled, you do.
yeah, but
Fucking idiot. Don't you play 2K all the time?
yeah, but you don't. I
Don't you have your own
usually-
avatar and like multiple championships and shit?
I got one.
Oh, you got only one championship.
Yeah, but I don't usually get fouled off of dunks because when I dunk, it's off a.
Because when you
a
dunk,
fast
it's in a video game, not real life. Let's go. All right, next one.
All right, this is the last one.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Whoa.
These are difficult. Oh, I got it.
This is really. This one seems to be a little bit more demented than like the last ones. It's
I
all
got it.
grainy and shit.
If you look at
All
it
right.
too long, you'll be first.
No, I think I got mine. 3, 2, 1. Creepy
head.
clown with a dragon penis.
Didn't see that. Boar's head.
Boar's head.
Yeah.
All right, so we have boar's head and creepy clown with a dragon penis.
I do not see that at all.
It's like you're at the bottom of his feet, and his dragon penis is like falling down, and he's got the curly hair.
Okay.
All right, folks. Well, we're gonna call that a quits right now.
Yeah, this was
certainly a trial episode.
2.5 stars.
Yeah, I would give it 2.5 stars. It was a little bit too oily, but we'll get it right next time.
as we said before, you can find us on trialanderrorpodcast.com if you so wish after this episode. You can find us on Google Play and Spotify.
Please comment on stuff and talk to us
Yeah.
because we want to make you happy.
If you listen tonight on Instagram
We wanna make
Live,
you
please go
laugh.
ahead and leave us a 2.5-star review.
Please.
That way we know you're listening and we know that you're part of the group.
That's right.
Thank you so much for putting up with our bullshit tonight. We will see you next Monday, and it's going to be fucking great.
I love you.
I love you too.
I was talking.
But you looked at me.
No, I didn't.
All right. Thank you so much.